classical music. I mean, really, it ends up becoming more of a cultural thing. You just like you have Chinese music. How many Caucasians do you see listen to Chinese music? How many African Americans do you see that listen to Chinese music? And then you got rap music, which really, it's, it's from the African American culture. And there have been a lot of Caucasians that appreciate that type of music, but really it's from the African American culture. And there's other races that appreciate it as well, such as the Asian race appreciates it, Hispanic races appreciate it, and then you got like the Caucasian culture. Maybe they're more into like Mozart and Beethoven and classical music, but how many African Americans appreciate that type of music? How many Asians appreciate that type of music? There's all sorts of different arts, dancing. How many dancers. I mean, there's like salsa dancing, there's break dancing. Some, Hispanic is the salsa dancing is more Hispanic culture. So, how many African Americans do you see appreciate the Hispanic culture? How many Caucasians do you see that appreciate that culture and salsa dancing? And then there's the break dancing, which is hip hop again. Which is more more African American culture. So it's more about preference out there. And really, I'm just out there to express myself and just have fun. I'm not the best at, anything. I don't claim to be. I just see myself as just having fun. And really, I'm doing this out of, for fun, out of the heart. I'm not, I'm not looking to get paid. I'm not trying to take money from people. I'm just expressing myself for fun. And really, when it comes to that, it's the greatest thing because then there's no limitations. Now, if this person that wrote me the message said, hey, I'm paying you, I'm giving you $1,000, per hour, and you're gonna write poetry and, you're gonna rap, you're gonna do things the way I want it, then that's a little different. Then I'll be like, okay, well, am I gonna work for this person, and am I gonna, basically change the way that I express myself in order to please this person? Then that's a little something different. Then I'll consider maybe, I will change the way I do certain things in order to compensate or basically um, conform to the people around me that prefer certain things. But really, because I'm not doing it for money and nobody's paying me to do this stuff, I have every right to express myself exactly how I want to express myself, as long as I'm being respectful and to those around me, and I'm doing it for a good purpose for society. And I feel that the messages that I'm trying to convey are for the positive. I'm trying to promote more peace, more love, more compassion, and this is just a different way to do it. And not everybody will appreciate it. And that's the thing. I think that we need to bring cultures together. We need to bring different people together. And there will be Caucasians that do not like African American culture, or Caucasians or African Americans that don't like the Chinese culture. But what I'm trying to do is get people to appreciate all different types of cultures and not segregate themselves and just be like, ours is better than yours, our music is better than your music, or this is better than that. I don't see it that way. I see all music is beautiful, but there's just some things that you're drawn to and some that you're not. I mean, really, I'm not a classical music type of person. I mean, I'll listen to it here and there, but I'm drawn to the hip hop and the beats that I pick to rhyme over. I really like those beats. I enjoy hearing the beats while I rap. And really, when it just comes to just reading off poetry, to me it's kind of lame. Rather, that's why I have philosophy, talks. Just like right now, I'm speaking just regular. This is philosophy. This, or my just regular expression, and some people appreciate that, and I express this way to educate the people that, that appreciate this way of expression, and then I got another way now, which I'll educate through rhyming. And I think music is fun. Just imagine going to a dance club and then there's no music. How are you supposed to dance? How can you dance to no music, really? So with rapping, the music, the beats gives you a certain energy, and really, it puts you in a really good mood when you express yourself in that way. So, I mean, that's my thoughts on it, and I think that this person, you know, he came at me respectfully, but the way that I think about it is that, I think that we live in a culture where we judge too much. I think that we have to learn to just be ourselves and just express ourselves and not have that fear of what other people would think. I see that this type, this person that responded to me is the type of person that won't express himself unless he feels that he's like perfect at something. Which I think that, what, like children, which are just natural at expression, they just don't, they just jump and play and sing and run. Is beautiful. It doesn't have to do anything with them practicing something for many, many years in order to express themselves. They just express themselves as is, and that's the beautiful thing about it. And that's what I want to learn to do, is just to express myself like a child without having to worry about what other people are saying or thinking or whatever. Just as long as I've been respectful and I'm doing something that's positive for the society. And that's the way I view it. People that appreciate the expression, then that's great, then you can watch. But if you don't appreciate it, then just basically change the channel. There's a lot of millions of channels on YouTube that all have entertainment or expressions that you do appreciate. And really to take, to critique everything around you that you dislike, I think is just a waste of energy. Really, rather than trying to change other people, we should concentrate on changing ourselves and, bettering ourselves. For me, I see that there's really no way that you could really judge art, because art is just creative expressiveness. You either like it or you don't. And if you don't, then it doesn't mean that there's something wrong with the art. It just means that it's not to your liking. You're not drawn to it. There's music like Beethoven. Some people dislike it. Like, for example, country music. A lot of people talk bad about country music. They hate it. But then there's people that appreciate it. So the people that hate it, why even waste your energy specifying that you dislike it or you hate it? It's nothing wrong with that music. It's just that that's not to your liking. That's it. Just like, that's how, for me, I don't ever really, I really don't see that it's, as an artist, I feel, when you're an artist, you see that when you get negative criticism, it really gives you negative energy. And as an artist, you know how it feels. So you know that if you see some other art that's not to your liking, it's best to really notice that it's not their fault. It's just you that just dislike it. Just that it's not to your preference. Now if you offer advice on how to give advice on a person on how to improve, that's a different thing. But if you just say, stop doing it because it sucks, then that's really not helping the artist at all. And really, if anything, you might as well not say anything, or think about something else in which to help the artist to get better at what he does. And that's how I think that all people should be, really, because as an artist, if you become an artist, you'll see, that you can't satisfy everybody. And if you try to do that, then you're just gonna go crazy. So, that's my response to this person's message.